Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In between overthinking and toxic relationships, and not just any explanation, we're going to explore the actual brain science behind it. Have you ever wondered why smart, self-aware people keep finding themselves in toxic relationships? Well, get ready because we're about to uncover the fascinating science behind this pattern. The overthinking brain. Let's start by understanding what's happening in your brain when you overthink. Inside your brain, there's a small but powerful structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's security guard, always on the lookout for danger. In overthinkers, this security guard is working overtime. It's like having a highly sensitive alarm system that goes off at the slightest hint of trouble. This heightened state of alert comes from your past experiences, whether from childhood or previous relationships. Your brain has literally rewired itself to stay on high alert. Every time you analyze a situation over and over, you're reinforcing these neural pathways. It's like creating deeper and deeper grooves in your brain's response pattern, the toxic attraction pattern. Now, here's where things get really interesting. You might think that being highly analytical would help you spot toxic people immediately. But here's the paradox. Overthinking can actually make you more vulnerable to toxic relationships. When you're constantly analyzing everything, you're more likely to second-guess your instincts. Those red flags? You might talk yourself out of them, thinking you're being too sensitive or overthinking things. Toxic partners are actually drawn to overthinkers. Why? Because overthinkers often have a deep capacity for empathy and understanding, qualities that toxic people can exploit. Think about it. While you're busy analyzing their behavior and trying to understand their perspective, they're taking advantage of your tendency to give second chances. The neuroscience of attachment. Let's look at what's happening in your brain during this process. Every time you experience the highs and lows of a toxic relationship, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals. The drama and intensity trigger dopamine, the same chemical released during addictive behaviors. That's why toxic relationships can feel so addictive. Meanwhile, the stress of constant uncertainty releases cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. This creates a state of emotional dependency where you mistake intensity for intimacy. Your childhood experiences have programmed your brain to recognize certain patterns as normal, even if they're harmful. This is why many overthinkers find toxic relationships strangely familiar. Breaking free. But here's the good news. Understanding your brain's patterns is the first step to changing them. Your overthinking isn't a flaw. It's a survival mechanism that once served a purpose. The key is learning to use your analytical skills more effectively. Instead of overanalyzing others' behavior, start paying attention to how you feel in their presence. Your body often knows the truth before your mind does. Those gut feelings you've been ignoring, they're actually your brain's threat detection system trying to protect you. Now that you understand the science behind why your brilliant mind might be leading you toward toxic relationships, you have the power to change this pattern. Remember, your overthinking isn't your enemy. It just needs to be redirected. By understanding these patterns, you can finally break free from toxic relationships and create the healthy love you deserve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Leave a comment below, sharing your experiences. Let's support each other in this journey of understanding and healing. Until next time, take care and remember, your overthinking can become your superpower when you learn to channel it right.